If you were filthy rich, what's a totally unnecessary but cool and outrageously eccentric thing you would buy? Longaberger Basket went out of business, so I want to buy the Longaberger Basket building. It sold for $1.2 million 2 years ago and is up for sale again at an undisclosed price. I want it. I don't know what I'd do with it, but I want it. You could put all your eggs in it. In one basket? You never do that. Just don't count them, you'll be fine. Hire a crazy architect to build a mansion with a stupid amount secret passages and puzzles gating off huge parts of the house, and never tell me about them, so I keep finding new rooms and puzzles and dungeons and shortcuts all the time. Edit, holy shit, someone put gold on this post. You people are crazier than I am and I love you all. Resident Evil Mansion. You want a Resident Evil Mansion? Yes. You want one too. Don't lie to yourself. A massive glass greenhouse as a connected room in my house. Give it a Victorian gentleman explorer kind of vibe. Big exotic plants and trees everywhere, scattered birds and small fauna, and a small pond in the center. Also, a small cottage for my silent and dedicated gardener to live on site in. Ooh. I was going to say a biodome, but now I want a biodome in the Victorian style. Or better yet, multiple biodomes progressing through ancient historical gardens / architectural styles all the way up to ultra-modern and beyond, hanging gardens of Babylon, greater than Versailles / Tuileries, greater than Victorian, greater than futuristic. If you are anywhere near North Carolina, I highly recommend the Biltmore House specifically to see the winter garden. Right in the front door, it is a lovely solarium filled with tropical plants. I cannot think of a nicer way to arrive home in the winter than walk into this warm sunny spot filled with plants and warm up in the greenery. Also, you could just shake off your jacket and wet boots and leave them there for someone else to clean up after, because it would take fuck you money to afford such a place. The grounds of Biltmore also have top-notch greenhouses, but the winter garden is exquisite. Okay, so I'd have a mansion, of course, but a 10-year-old's version of a mansion. I'm talking water slides to go straight from my room to the pool. Fireman poles to go straight to the kitchen. Sushi boats that go to every room and constantly rotate hamburgers, chicken wings, and tacos. Soda fountains everywhere. Secret bookcases and passages that open into arcades and movie theaters. My old boss tied to a wall that I can beat with golf clubs and set on fire. A big trampoline park with a huge ball pit that I can jump into. A little indoor park where all my dogs can run and play in. Huge board game tables that I can invite all my friends to play at. A library with cases full of games and movies. One of these things is not like the others. I'd probably pull stunts like the rich dude in Rat Race. Offer lots of money as prizes for people to do crazy things just so I can look on in amusement. For inspiration, look up Charles Vance Miller, a Canadian prankster who put weird clauses in his will, like giving a house in Jamaica to 3 men who hated each other, if they would live together in it. His will was also the start of the Great Stork Derby. He willed a ton of money to the woman in Toronto who gave birth to the most babies in the 10 years after his death. It was a 4-way tie between mothers who gave birth to 9 each. Gave brewery stocks to prohibitionists, etc. Charles Vance Miller. Thanks for this. 3 men who were known to despise each other were granted joint lifetime tenancy in Miller's vacation home in Jamaica. 7 prominent Toronto Protestant ministers and temperance advocates were to receive $700,000 worth of O'Keefe Brewery stock, a Catholic business, if they participated in its management and drew on its dividends. 3 fervid anti-horse racing advocates were to receive $25,000 worth of Ontario Jockey Club stock. But the final bequest of his will was the largest and strangest. In the will's 10th clause, it required that the balance of Miller's estate was to be converted to cash 10 years after his death and given to the Toronto woman who gave birth to the most children in that time. In the event of a tie, the bequest would be divided equally. Bookshelf that spins around when you pull on a specific book, but instead of revealing a cool Batcave type of thing, it's just the laundry room. Edit, RIP, my inbox. Thanks for the golds and silver. Just got to work, but I'll be reading all the funny comments when I get home later. Smile. Can you imagine trying to pull the book while holding a laundry basket toe? RIP my dude. LOL as if I would carry my own laundry. That's Alfred's job. Maybe you could have a retinal scan? I'd go for the rectal scan. I would love a automated front gate. When I drive down my drive, water fountains would shoot over my car in an arch like them from Roller Coaster Tycoon. What a welcome home. I'd go all out and get the Jurassic Park gates. If I was filthy rich, I'd get the Jurassic Park gates. I've wanted Jurassic Park gates ever since I saw it in theaters, lol. And the speakers to play the theme music every time I pulled in. I'd build my own cinema so I can have the perfect cinema experience for every single movie. That would include the best snacks mankind has ever made, and I would occasionally open it for other people for free. I did that. Even though I'm not filthy rich. It ended up costing about $4,500 for the projector, screen, speakers and wiring to do, and the results were magnificent. 10/10 would recommend. And the results were magnificent. I definitely believe you. Doesn't sound that expensive given the lifelong luxury. I envy and admire you.